What's up, guys? This is Atlas, and I'm here to talk about something not so pleasant, very worrisome. All right, picture this: 90,000 people, 90,000 infected with this coronavirus, right? Now, I know the Chinese government has said something like 90 or 900 have been infected, but guess what? The Chinese government likes to lie. A nurse from what was it? What province was it? The Hubei province over there in China, that's wrapped up in all of this, has come out and said 90,000. Figures are more like 90,000, right? Anyway, from insider sources, it has been known that this has been going on since December, right? This has been going on since early to mid-December, and people were ending up with the symptoms, ending up in the hospital. Reporters were coming to record and take stories down about this, and guess what? The government comes in, shuts them down, says, give us your cameras, stay away from this, or we're going to lock you up. It shows you how the Chinese government feels about this and how trustworthy they are, obviously. I mean, they've not really done anything to me that I know of yet, but anyway, besides lie to me. So, yeah, anyway, early to mid-December. That's almost 2 months that they let this run amok, right? Knowing that the new year was right around the corner, all these festivities, these people infected, we're going to be going to these festivities, infecting thousands and thousands and thousands of people, right? Well, they let it fly under the radar. Oh, and guess what? People would also be flying out and going all over the place and whatnot. Maybe that's why they didn't want people to know about it until just a few days ago or a week, however long it was. And I mean, that's just crazy. That is sick. And obviously, January 25th was the Chinese New Year, the year of the rat. How obvious. I mean, all this is obvious. It's also coincidental. It's freaking obvious. Bill Gates just came out in 2018 talking about an epidemic in our near future that could wipe out 30 million people within 6 months. And this is a guy that goes over to other countries, third world countries, has them injected with vaccines, and they all end up getting very sick, very ill, and dying. This is a guy that's very big on population control. Bill Gates, right? Bill hates. That's what I call him. Anyway, Microsoft, which was started by Bill Gates, just released a game by the title of A Plague's Tale Innocence, or something like that. That was released back in September of 2019, right? Well, guess what? Come December of 2019, when all this was going on, all these people were starting to get infected slowly and slowly. They announced or confirmed a sequel to this game about a plague. I mean, that just sounds thrilling. Who wants to play a game where you go around stomping on rats or something? I don't know. Maybe a lot of people would love to do that. Anyway, let's see what else. There's the 100-year theory, right? Where every 100 years something happens. I got a list here. 1520, smallpox slowly spreads to Mexico. This would go on to begin a major epidemic outbreak. 1620, the Mayflower lands at Plymouth Harbor while the second plague wreaks havoc back at home. 1720, the Great Plague of Marseille, France. Marseille, I can't pronounce it like they do, but anyway. 1820, yellow fever begins its course in the United States. I just said that. Between 1950, this is crazy too, because this was all going around during World War One. So many lives were lost around this. That's crazy, because you got World War II right after it too. But anyway, between 1915 and 1926, sleeping sickness claimed 1.5 million people. All right, World War One had just ended in 1918, taking 40 million lives. And then, right after, in 1918 to 1920, the Spanish flu ran its course, killing 100 million people. More than the freaking World War One did. That's crazy. Goodness gracious. But anyway, that's about all I've got to say. Now, I have been thinking about this. You know how Ebola came along and H1N1, and there was this big scare and whatnot, and it really turned out to be nothing, or so it seems. I mean, I wasn't affected by it. Everybody I know didn't see it happen. So anyway, if I was the one that wanted to commit biological warfare, what would I do? I would want practice, right? I would want to know what was going to happen when when I did so-and-so, before I did the actual real act, right? Sorry for that racket. The heater keeps coming on. But anyway, yeah. So, and then not only could they see the course that the virus spread and all this, they would also see how the public reacted. The masses. How the masses reacted. How we all reacted to it. And then also, they could precondition us, right? As I said, these things came and they went. So, guess what? This coronavirus is just gonna come and go, right? They've got us preconditioned to think that that's hopefully going to be the case. And then none of us are going to be prepared or anything. Very few of us. And anyway, this is Atlas signing out. Share this information, guys. Please, it's very important. You may have already heard it, but not everybody has. Subscribe, like the channel, whatever. Leave a comment. Take care. This is Atlas. Godspeed. Signing out.